Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to No Internal Monologue, where, hi, my name is Morgan. Hi, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Morgan. I'm the only host, and I talk about whatever I want, and I literally do not know when to actually shut up. Forever and ever, amen. So today, as you can see, I'm a lone wolf, in the studio today. So cool, fun. But I wanted to record an episode real quick because two things. Number one, this topic has been on my mind for like fucking ages, and I just need to talk about it with somebody, or else it's like just gonna be like I'm not gonna be able to get it out. Second of all, well, I don't even know how the topic could be like I've seen it visually in my head. I had a vision. Like, that's so Raven. I had a vision and I needed to fulfill it, or else I was going to go literally batshit fucking insane. So here we are. Reason number two. One of my goals for May is to post 4 to 5 episodes in the month of May. So, excuse me. First burp of the podcast. I haven't had that segment in a while. It's been a hot minute since I've actually like burped on camera. Or on mic ever. So yay me. I'm getting better as a podcaster, but as you can tell, ruh-roh. I still have natural human bodily functions, like a normal human. Authenticity. But fuck, what was I saying? What the fuck was I saying? Sorry. ADHD is going through the fucking roof today. Not as an excuse, but like, but I wanted to record 4 to 5 episodes this month, and hopefully I'm going to get another episode out next week. So this is making episode number 3, I think, in the month of May. And hopefully I'll get to 4 and meet one of my goals. So yay, let's do it. So first off, catch up of the week. Oh my God, I went to the fucking emergency room. Well, 2 crazy updates. 1, I went to the emergency room, and 2, I almost got attacked by a snake. Fun. So let's talk about those, shall we? First off, when I went to the emergency room, it was because, it was like right after I recorded episode 107 and episode 108 of the podcast. So I was editing episode 107. I posted it that night, like right after I got out of the hospital. So fun, nice. Yay me, she's consistent. But I went to the ER because I had like this pain like right here. It's not my appendix because my appendix is on the other side. Thank you, Mom, for that fun fact. But I had a sharp pain like right here, and it was just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And I didn't know what the fuck to do. I was literally in fetal position, crying on the floor of the bathroom. And I like threw up because the pain was so bad. I was like, what the fuck do I do? Turns out it is a common condition called FOS, meaning full of shit. So fun. And some of you may be thinking, like, Morgan, why the fuck are you talking about this? Because you know what? It's more common than people think to just have like shit in them. Well, it's common to have people with shitty personalities who really literally treat people like shit, but it's also common to be a good person and have like just shit. Like you're constipated. You're constantly constipated. You cannot get it out. And yeah, that was what the pain was. Like I needed to poop so bad that it was causing me all this pain. And the doctors prescribed me some laxatives. And I was like, well, aren't these over the counter? Like, can't you just get them like at fucking Hy-Vee or some shit for like how much ever dollars? Like, it's not even that bad. And they're like, oh, well, if you get it through insurance and if you get it prescribed to you, then it's actually not going to cost you as much. I'm like, okay, period. Thanks for trying to save me money. Yeah, that didn't fucking work. Because as soon as I went to Hy-Vee, I was already in a bad mood. Because at the time, I was embarrassed. I'll admit it. I was really embarrassed to be like, yeah, I have shit just in me. More than a lot of other people should have shit in them. I'm all fucking backed up. I don't know what the fuck to do. I was embarrassed. I was with my mom. So I was out grocery shopping with my mom right after I got prescribed laxative from being at the hospital for being full of poop. And I was just so embarrassed. I was so angry at myself. I was just in a foul fucking mood. And on top of that, I was coming off of the pain medication that they gave me. So not fun. But I got there and I'm like, hey, I'm trying to pick this up. And they're like, no, bitch, it's over the counter. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why did they try to put it through like prescription or put it through insurance if it wasn't even gonna fucking work anyway? But anyways, had to pay for a full price, which again, fine, second world problems. Like, I don't know if that even classifies, but like fucking whatever. I'm just glad I was able to get treated for it and be able to figure out what it was. And I'm glad it wasn't anything worse. But yeah, it was not fun. At all. And then the second story, I almost got attacked by a snake. And I'm like terrified of snakes. So I was trying to go to my second ever 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. shift at my 9 to 5 job. And basically what I was doing was supervising the floor and making sure that the nurses were good. I was answering like any requests that the residents had that didn't involve a CNA. Like, I was getting them water, I was getting them blankets, I was turning off their fans, I was closing their window, I was getting them the remote, I was getting them snacks, like whatever the case might have been. Or if they just wanted a friend to talk to, or if they just wanted something to keep their mind on right before bed, like perfect, beautiful. I was that person. But as I was trying to leave the house, I parked my car outside and I tried to get in the car. And there's this snake slithering up to me and like almost fucking nipped me in the ankle. And I'm like, no, like Jessie J, like, no. So that's exactly what the fuck was going on. I almost got nipped to the ankle. I was like, fuck no. And I had Alex help me take care of it for me. So cool. I thought it was a rattlesnake at first because it was like rattling its tail, and so did Alex. It was kind of like rattling or like shaking its tail as like a defense mechanism, and it made kind of like a rattling sound ish, or like a little like sound that rattlesnakes usually do make. So we both were under the impression that it was a rattlesnake, which rattlesnakes are fucking dangerous. So we thought we were in a dangerous fucking situation. We thought. Turns out, it was either a garden snake or it was like a fox snake or whatever the fuck. They're not poisonous, so that's cool. But we didn't want to get inside of the garage or inside the house because, we have 2 cats. And that snake would have those cats would have been done for. So we're like, yeah, get this fucker away from the house. So that happened. And I went to work and I'm like freaking the fuck out because like I am terrified of snakes. I fucking hate snakes. No offense to people who have snakes out there, but for me personally, absolutely the fuck not. Nope. Nope, not doing it. And I'm going into work and I'm like, oh my god, I almost got attacked by a snake. And I had like video proof of it. And some of my coworkers that were just coming off the shift are like, girly pop, that is not a rattlesnake. That's like either a garden snake or a fox snake. And I was just like, well, I don't fucking know what breed it was. Like, I'm just like, it almost nipped me in the ankle, and I just fucking went in my car, and I was like, absolutely the fuck not. Like, no, I didn't care what fucking breed it was about to nip at me. Absolutely not. Fuck no. So, yeah. That was awesome. 10 out of 10. Recommend that fucking frightful experience. And, let's see. Another update. I had, like, this is, like, the first day that I've actually had my voice kind of, like, back to normal. My tonsils were, like, seriously inflamed. I didn't have, like, tonsillitis or anything, or I didn't have any, like, strep or anything, but my throat was just so fucking sore for whatever reason. My tonsils, like, they were so red, and they were aching for, like, a couple of days, and, like, yesterday, I was barely able to talk, like, at all, so I was like, what the fuck do I do? What do I do? So pounded fluids, ibuprofen, Tylenol, whatever the case might have been, Dayquil, like just getting that shit taken care of. And yeah, that's pretty much the update, or my catch up of the week. So fun, happy fun times. Speaking of happy fun times, let's get into the topic real quick. Since it's just me in the studio, I've only been talking for 10 minutes. Ooh, boy, this is going to be a quickie. Maybe. But I kind of wanted to talk about music. And since I am or was a music major in college, I have a bachelor's degree in music from Warper College. Slay. And I was kind of thinking about this. Like I was up a little like later at night and I couldn't sleep and I was just like kind of laying there. And second burp of the podcast, that one was a good one. Wow, I could have rated myself, but you know, I don't do that shit. Um, I just completely lost my train of thought. Wow, where'd it go? Choo choo, where'd it go? Fucking who knows. Oh my god. I lost my train of thought. Sorry guys. This for the last few times I've been on, I've just been so like with it and snappy. But today, like I wanted to get this like going, but okay. I was laying in bed. Okay. I was laying in bed. Alex was dead asleep. You know, it was like fucking midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was just thinking and thinking and thinking, and I was like, you know what? Music is at the end of the day. I think I made a TikTok about this like later on, or earlier, either last month or this month. I'm gonna try and find it, but basically the gist of it was that I have been really curious about how music and the platform that people have with music in their careers. Oh, I think I found it. Okay, let me play it real quick so you know exactly what I mean. Okay, besties, hear me out. I'm thinking about recording a podcast and after work, and I want to know what your thoughts are about this topic. As some of you may know, I went to Warper College and I have a music degree. And I thought about doing a podcast episode about the music industry, about different artists, the music they put out, the power that they hold, because they can literally make everybody feel so many emotions with a simple arrangement and production of words and sounds. At the end of the day, that's basically what it is. And how these people in this kind of power use that power. Either it's for good, for bad, for drama, for like doing things for marketing purposes, whatever the case may be. And doing it at a very neutral stance way. So what do you guys think about that? Should I dive into that a little bit more? Should I do it? Should I do it? I don't know. Okay. So that is like what I'm thinking about embarking on. That topic. Because again, like I mentioned earlier, like music at the end of the day, like again, it's just words and sounds, and you mix them together. There's multiple different combinations you could do. I mentioned this in the last episode with Colin from Comfort Club, I believe. Check me on that if I'm wrong. But I believe I said something along the lines of like Ariana Grande released Eternal Sunshine, and Max Miller, she was talking about it in an interview with Zach Sang, and she was talking about how Max believes that there are endless codes to crack in music. And we're like, I honestly believe that we're not even like halfway through with cracking those codes yet. Like it's insane because at the end of the day, there's so many sounds in the world. There's so many words in the world, so many combinations of all of those. And you could create such a unique body of work with those codes. And again, people that have the power to just kind of have their music go out there and have people do many different things, they can be used for good, bad, drama, just sole marketing purposes. And I kind of want to talk about that a little bit, just how that works. I have a few examples here, just because if I just say it like that, people are like, Morgan, what the fuck are you talking about? But I have some examples. So again, I'm going to do this in a very neutral stance way. I am not, when it comes to like dramatics and stuff like that, I am not like doing like one or another. I'm not siding with one or the other or whatever the fuck's going on. I'm stating things very neutrally, and if something is swayed like another way, I will state that it is a very harmless opinion. And I'm saying this because Swifties, fucking please don't come for me. Like, she's one of the leading examples that I have of like power in the music industry and what that can do. It's just, I know that if I say one thing or another that is slightly negative, like the Swifties are just going to come after me. And you know what? Like, again, don't get all in a tussy because I am just like trying to just talk about this. I'm trying to start a conversation about this. I'm trying to just state my I'm trying to state like neutral stances, but I'm also trying to weave in like very minimalistic, harmless opinions that I have. You are allowed to disagree with me. And I am allowed to disagree with you. And we will live and we will be fine. So please, for the love of God, just don't. Just no. Like, if you are a diehard Swiftie out there and you're probably in the comments like, but I just like, go away. Like, just go away. If you have opinions that are not trying to attack other people, but you are trying to put your 2 cents in and trying to start a respectable but productive and like honestly stimulating conversation, perfect. If you're trying to attack people for literally no fucking reason, boo you, go away. This is not the space for that. Thank you. So anyways, so again, I'm just going to say it. Taylor Swift's new album, and there's songs about Maddie Healy on there. This is kind of like the main thing that has been like running through my mind that kind of spirals into other topics. So let me just get this out of the way. Taylor Swift. I respect her. I do. I think she is really good at marketing. I think she is really good at creating such a big, like, vast community within so many different listeners and so many different people. It's beautiful. Like, I have seen videos of Taylor Swift's concerts and stuff, and like, girl is a theater kid. Girl is a theater kid. She is good at what she does. She is a performer, and like, I love the atmosphere that she creates within her concerts. I do. I respect that a lot. And honestly, I'll put it past this. She's one of the best lyricists that I have ever seen in my life. She is so good at just creating poetry and turning it into music. She is really good at that. Sonically, do I vibe with her music? Most of the time, no. But that is just my personal opinion. I love her lyrics. I'm not as big of a fan sonically, simply because some of it I prefer the type of music where it's just ear candy all the way through. And like, I'm very picky where like songs that have to be included in my playlist, aka I need to gnaw on this song like a chew toy. There's a very specific sound that I'm looking for, and Taylor, like 95% of the time, does not hit that mark. And again, I'm not saying she's a bad artist by any means. I'm saying that I just personally do not listen to her music as much as other people do, and that is okay. But I noticed that like she has like such a big following and she is so good at marketing and stuff like that. And one of the things that she's been doing that really gets people going are her albums, especially breakup songs or different like songs about exes. For example, she just released an album not too long ago, I think last month, April, called The Tortured Poetry Department? Oh my God, what is it? I think it's the Tortured Poets Department. I think that's what it's called. And then there was like a whole deluxe album. She did like a whole like secret double album thing, which again, like fucking, how do you have the time? How does she have the time to go here and go there? Is she two different people? Did she clone herself? Like, is she like in fucking one place and the other just constantly? Anyways, I'm trying not to get off topic too much, but she released a lot of songs about Matty Healy, which, as some of you may know, if not most of you may know, I'm a fan of the 1975, and I love their music. They are my favorite band of all time, and again, just because I am a fan of the 1975 doesn't mean I am a complete fan of Matty Healy's actions 100,000% of the time. I am not like a diehard like I will support everything that he does, because of course, like, as human beings, you're not going to support 100% of the things that people do, and that's okay. As long as you're not harming yourself or anybody else, then we're good. We're good. And if you do like cause harm to yourself or others, you need to be held responsible and accountable for your actions, and you need to make sure that you don't do that shit again, and you grow and evolve as a person that way to be better for yourself and for, others at the end of the day. So, with that, again, not that big of it's just interesting. Like, I kind of listen to the songs a little bit, and even though, like, in the situation, I'm just like, okay, they dated. Okay, cool. They broke up, whatever. I hope he's happy. I hope she's happy. Cool. Whatever. But the way that she fucking, like, wrote the lyrics and the way that she matched, like, the music sonically, the way that she paired them both together, it literally made me want to be like, I want to fucking kill Maddie. I want to, like, grab him by the ear and be like, you're in fucking talking about, mister. Like, it was one of those. Same thing with, I don't know, just, I'm not that big of a fan of Taylor, but the way I was listening to some of these songs just to hear it, because at the end of the day, again, Matty Healy, even though I don't agree with his actions 100,000% of the time, I'm still a huge fan of the band. I was curious, so I had to listen, and I was just like, oh my God, what the fuck? And I was sitting here like, wait, I can't believe music just had that effect on me. Music has that effect on everybody at the end of the day. It really does. You resonate with some songs, you resonate with other songs, and it's just, at the end of the day, cool. But I found that interesting, in the way that the way that she, created these works of art to make you feel a certain way, and then that further markets herself into stardom. Like, that's insanity to me. Another thing that I've noticed is, like, kind of like for drama of things. Do you remember when, like, the Olivia Rodrigo and, like, Sabrina Carpenter thing happened? I know some people remember that situation. I was on TikTok at the time. I think, did that happen towards the pandemic? How long ago was that? Hold, please. Well, I'm not going to hold. I'm going to be talking to this mic to myself the entire time, and I'm going to forget that I'm on mic. Okay, Olivia Rodrigo and Sabrina Carpenter drama. Apparently there was like a love triangle or something, and like Joshua Bassett was like, I have no idea. I think it happened in 2021. So like kind of like when COVID was happening. I'm looking at an article from capitalfm.com, which I don't know how like biased this is or well researched it is. I don't know, but I'm just reading it anyway. Let's see. Okay, so driver's license was released. And I know we were perfect, but I've never felt this way for no one. Fucking that one. I guess you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me. Like the whole fucking thing. It was so dramatic, but like good. But apparently, like rumors started that there was like a love triangle between Olivia Rodrigo, Morgan, English, Sabrina Carpenter, and Joshua Bassett. Like they were all on Disney together. Joshua and Olivia were on High School Musical, the musical, the series, which fucking what a title. And then Sabrina Carpenter was on Girl Meets World. But Livy and Josh were rumored to be dating in 2020, and then they never confirmed they were a couple, but Disney fans assumed they'd split in summer after Olivia referenced a failed relationship on TikTok. And months later, he was pictured at lunch with Sabrina, which, like, okay, fucking yikes. Which, didn't he come out? Am I just completely, like, misremembering this information or not remembering this correctly? But, like, what's going on? I'm pretty sure, like, but then, like, Olivia released driver's license after the whole situation, and then Sabrina released Skin, and then Joshua Bassett released Lie, Lie, Lie. But, like, all of them had some pretty telling lyrics in it, which fueled the feud even more. I'm just going to look that up. Didn't Joshua Bassett come out? Hold on. Joshua Bassett. Okay, he's 23. Apparently nothing has really come out since, like, 2020. But, like, oh, he came out. The fuck? Okay, he came out. Which I felt that was like, whoa, what a curveball. Because, like, Olivia and Sabrina were basically like, oh my god, no, he's mine. And then she's like, no, he's mine, and blah, blah, blah. And Joshua was just like, hey, I'm a part of the LGBTQIA plus community. Did you know that? Or like, wait, what the fuck? Why are these two girls like, what's going on? So that was a whole thing. But, like, the fact that all of their music, Driver's License, Lie, 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 and Skin, all of them, like, all of those songs fueled this fucking feud that was going on and fueled this love triangle thing that was going on and created a whole spectacle for, like, the world to see. And it was all, like, it could have just been like, okay, whatever, but it was fueled by the music. You know, people are a lot more bold in their songs rather than just saying shit out loud, which I think is absolutely bonkers, but, like, cool at the same time. It's a whole thing. But that's another example where I thought, whoa, that's pretty fucking sick. Another example that I have is TikTok trending songs and how listening to a 15-second sample over and 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 over again can create so much serotonin in our brains that we make trends with them. And, like, I also noticed this too. Like, some people have, like, come out and said that the music industry is getting a lot more shallow and, like, our concert etiquette is, like, leaving simply because of, like, TikTok songs and popular songs that are streaming on the internet and blah, 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 and all these 15-second clips that people can't get enough of. Like, there are people that just stream songs, and then as soon as they hear that 15 seconds, like, okay, skip. Like, they never really, like, listen to, like, a whole song anymore, simply because of those 15-second clips. Oh my god, the whole, like, Lay Banks one. The whole, go to, and tell my boyfriend what I've been doing. Like, that one that's been trending lately. That one has been popping off like crazy. And, like, there are some people that are sitting there like, sonically, this is a fucking bop. We cannot get enough of this. But the lyrics, questionable. Very questionable. But yeah, like, the whole concert etiquette thing. The only reason why I'm saying that is because, there was somebody that was talking about the Lizzie McAlpine concert that was happening. And here's the thing. Lizzie McAlpine, holy shit. Her new album, Older, had me in fucking tears. I'm not even that big of a fan of Lizzie. Like, not saying that, like, she's bad. I'm not saying that at all. Like, I just really haven't taken the chance to listen to her stuff in depth yet. But with Lizzie, holy shit. Her album, Older, floodgates, tears streaming down my face. Holy fuck. But apparently there were some people that were going to her concert, and they just all assumed that they were going to hear songs like Ceilings, which, as far as I'm aware, as far as I was made aware, 5 Seconds Flat and Older really don't sound too much alike. So people were expecting to hear Ceilings and the whole old album, but then she was going to play some songs off her new album. That was it. No, she played majority her new album, which is really, it's fucking fantastic music. Fantastic artistry. Well done, Lizzie. I commend you. You're not listening. I know you're not. But like, fucking A++, my guy. Good fucking job. As I'm just sobbing. Good job, babe. But I noticed that people were just kind of bored like the entire concert, but then she played Ceilings towards the end, and there were like a few songs left. But as soon as people heard Ceilings, like thousands of people started to just exit out. We're like, I'm sitting here hearing about that, like, wait, what the fuck? You pay money to see this person and then you just fucking leave and not see the entire concert? What the fuck? And people are saying, oh, it really wasn't that good. It really wasn't that good. Do you guys know music? Do you guys not know like artistry when you see it? Do you guys not? Has TikTok ruined it? Oh my god, TikTok has kind of ruined music a little bit because of these 15-second trends, because of these song clips and blah blah blah, which it's good for smaller artists because like they're getting their music out there more and more, but I also feel like people are just really like trying to reach go to drastic measures to reach for their audience and try to get somewhere where they take off, which is just kind of exhausting. So you don't even rely on just talent alone. Like the talent really can't speak for itself anymore because we're so like we are like our attention spans these days are just so fucking short. It is insanity. And that's kind of ruining music. Like people who are so fucking talented, they just sweep under the radar because of all these people trying these crazy things, despite if they have talent or not. And they're like, oh my God, yeah, I blew up because of this talent. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, okay, but what about your music? Is it good music? And they're like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy. That's like a whole fucking thing that I really don't appreciate. But it's ruining music, in my personal opinion. It's ruining music, like the music industry as a whole, and it's also ruining concert etiquette as a whole, again, in my fucking opinion. It's just, oh my god, that breaks my heart a lot. But ooh, I almost drowned. Another another thing that I wanted to bring up too was Ariana Grande. Again, I was talking about this with Colin from Comfort Club, and I know this because his new album, which, Colin, if you're listening to this episode, I need to listen to your album in full, just streaming it all the way through. I am going to do it this weekend, and if I don't, seriously, smack the shit out of me. I don't care. I promise you I will listen to your full album. I have listened to the tracks that are out, and I reacted to Fear of Moving On. Go look at my TikTok of that reaction. It's my second most viewed video, and it is pinned on my profile. Thank you very much in advance at No Internal Monologue on TikTok. But anyways, it's also in the bio too, or the description if you're not like, really sure how to find it. But anyways, I was talking about this with Colin, because his album kind of gives me the same vibe. Ariana Grande, Eternal Sunshine. I'm just gonna say it. Second favorite album of all time. Some of you that have been listening to me a lot lately, like, you get it. And you've heard me say that multiple different times, but like, you gotta give that girl her flowers. Holy shit. Like, I wrote this down in my notes, and I think this will kind of help me like get my thoughts together on this topic. Ariana Grande made Eternal Sunshine in a way where the lyrical content at first hits you really hard and is difficult to process at first, but she pairs it with sonically happy instrumentals, and it kind of is a tactic to make the songs easier to listen to and sing along to over and over and over again, so you can process your emotions alongside the album when you listen to it over and over and over again. It's like when you talk about your feelings a lot, you process them and you can move on and get over the bad stuff. Like, I don't know if she did that on purpose, but good for her otherwise. That is what I wrote. And frankly, yeah, like, I still resonate with that wholeheartedly. like, fuck. When I was listening to that album, I'm not gonna lie, um, there were some songs on the album that I couldn't really listen to, like, the full way through with, like, like, sometimes, I know it said it's, like, a no-skip album, but, like, it's a no-skip album sonically. I love the album. Like, sonically, I was able to listen to it over and over and over again and never skip a single part of it. But there were some songs where the lyrical content hit a little too close to home to the point where I was like, hey, can I listen to this without like absolutely like questioning my life and having a mental breakdown? Probably not at the moment. Like there were some songs that I was not mentally strong enough for, but the instrumentals in the background just really helped me listen to the lyrics better, help digest it better. And then with that, I was able to listen to the songs and appreciate them over and over and over and over again. For like songs like I wish I hated you. Yeah, that one. It's like I could not listen to that song a lot at first. Because I had my favorites on the album. I did have my favorites. But now I Wish I Hated You has really turned into a favorite of mine simply because of the fact that when I listened to it at first, there were some emotions and some unprocessed feelings coming up from past relationships that were popping up. And I was not able to really handle it at first because it reminded me of all those bad times. And it's just like, holy shit. Imagine going through a heartbreak where Point of View, POV, off her 6th album, and I Wish I Hated You off the 7th album is about the same fucking person. Imagine going from that kind of love to that kind of heartbreak. Fucking ouch. And I did. I did go through that. I did. And it sucked absolute balls. It sucked so fucking bad. Oh my God. But I really wasn't able to listen to I Wish I Hated You at first. Simply because of the lyrical content. Because it just hit way too close to home for me. But now that I have listened to it more, now that I've processed my feelings a lot more and I've talked about it a lot more, it's easier to get through. It's easier to get through, which, holy shit, I never thought I would be able to get to that point. But hey, here we are. And now it's one of my favorite songs. It's so pretty. It definitely gives me like a Galinda from Wicked vibe. If you know, you know. But yeah, it's like, well, the instrumental gives me like Galinda from Wicked. But like the lyrics, I'm just like, okay, yeah. I could sing these and just kind of appreciate them for what they are. I can appreciate the poetry of it and not really think of it as like, ouch, my heart, I can't listen to this right now. So it makes me think, is Ariana Grande's Eternal Sunshine album just therapy? At the end of the day? Because in therapy, you talk about your feelings, you talk about what's going on, and the more and more you talk about it, the more you find ways to healthily process it, the sooner you can move on in your time frame, you know? Like, the sooner you start, the sooner you're open, the sooner you talk about it, the more you talk about it, it's going to be easier and easier to move on and process what you've been going through. That's really therapy at the end of the day for you. Ariana Grande's Eternal Sunshine basically gave me the same feeling as therapy. It really did. It did. Like, of course, did it make me uncomfortable at first? Yes, but I found out later on that this was necessary. See, she was just required to put it out. It just took her a while, but she, like, she missed the essay deadline, but she handed it in and she fucking nailed that shit. She nailed right on the head. Nailed it. Good job. Good job. So yeah. Those are kind of my thoughts when it comes to that. I will say this is like a way shorter episode than I was planning on having it being. I just wanted to talk about that main topic. I really did. And if you guys want to hear more about it, or maybe if you want me to do something even more in depth about music where I kind of research this topic a little bit more and then I invite like guests on, so then I can fill these couches up. Hi, empty couches. I would be more than happy to do that. Just comment down below what you think about my points. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, if you have more points to add or more examples, feel free to put them down below. Again, if you're hating anybody for no fucking reason, go away. This is not that type of platform. Thank you. But while we're at it, I think I'm going to go into closing segments already. So, what can Morgan not stop listening to? I would say what's stuck in my head, but I can't hear shit in my head. Ooh. Anyways, let's see. One of the songs that I have been just absolutely obsessed with lately is okay, $1 Million Baby, Tommy Richmond. What? Get out of here, man. I don't know what the fuck. Here's the thing. This came... Another fucking point to bring up. Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Why the fuck didn't I discuss that? Oh my God. First of all, okay. You know what? I'm going to add $1 Million Baby to the playlist of Work and Not Stop Listening to. It's linked down below. It's on my Spotify page. Please go check it out. It is called Work and Not Stop Listening to. It has the logo on the bottom and it has my beautiful face on the cover. So definitely go check that out. But oh my God, real quick before I go into weekly obsession. Fuck, dude. Here's the thing. My very first point to bring up is that it's a quick point, so I'm just going to get through it, and then I'm going to get into the more serious stuff. Kendrick Lamar won a Pulitzer Prize for his rap album. Kendrick Lamar, I'm going to say that again. Here. I'm going to say that again. Are you listening? Kendrick Lamar won a Pulitzer Prize for his rap album. Yes, he did. So why the fuck would anybody challenge him to a rap battle? What? Why? Anyways, that is like, I'm sorry, again, my personal opinion, challenging Kendrick Lamar, Pulitzer Prize winner for his rap album, to a rap battle, that is fucking career suicide. Speaking of career suicide, point number 2, the way that they were taking shots at each other, but Kendrick Lamar released 3 diss tracks in less than 24 hours and literally included so many allegations to a point, you know what? I found a TikTok of an attorney talking about this feud and talking about like the lyrics and stuff like that and how these are like credible allegations to like, I'm going to be very concerned if there's not fucking police officers just banging on Drake's door right now. Like, hey, dude, what the fuck? I'm going to have to find it, but like, holy shit. Huh? What? Huh? I don't know how the fuck you would challenge that to a rap battle, but also it's like, hey, Drake got absolutely fucking dunked on. He did. And Kendrick included all these allegations. I'm like, okay, here's the thing. You better, if you are going to be that bold to include those lyrics in the fucking song, you better well have fucking proof. And I'm pretty sure he has like literally all the proof that we need. Like he literally, I think this is like the second time that Drake has like hid a daughter that he had from the world. Hidden child, like what the fuck? Second of all, he's saying like that Drake is a pedophile. And he is saying that like he is a terrible father. He is like a terrible person in general. And I'm like, whoa. What happened to all peace and love? But at the same time, here's the thing. If these allegations, again, I am just going to say allegedly because I really don't want to get in trouble. Allegedly, I truly, and again, I'm not looking at the camera right now because, again, I'm trying to look for this TikTok that I found of this attorney talking about this. But holy shit, it's crazy to me. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to find it, so I'm just going to give up right now. But if I find it, then like I'll like share it or something. I'm not sure, and I'll like give credit to the guy. Chances are I'm probably not going to find it, but if I do, I'll insert it.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. As an attorney, the reactions I'm seeing to the Kendrick Lamar Drake beef, absolutely wild to me. Absolutely boggles the mind. I can't even fathom it. All right, are you listening? Are you actually paying attention to what Kendrick is saying here? This isn't Biggie saying I fucked your bitch. This isn't Nas accusing Jay-Z of doing Tybo. All right, these are serious, credible allegations that Aubrey Graham is routinely committing some of the most heinous crimes the human mind can even conceive of against children. And you're dancing to it. You're laughing about it. The question isn't how is Drake going to recover from this? The question is how is Drake going to keep his BBL from sitting in a federal penitentiary for the rest of his life? Okay? These are violations of international laws. These are the type of allegations that get you visited by some very grim looking men who have stared into the abyss and know where you hide things there. And I know because I've worked with them. And the fact that Kendrick hated Drake for years and had evidence that he was doing this and sat on it until he was pushed to release it implies an industry-wide conspiracy to protect Drake, to allow him to continue to commit these crimes and to victimize others because he is an industry leader, because he is a cash cow. People are saying, oh, this is a distraction from other things that are bigger. This is huge. And the fact that Kendrick made a catchy song about it is distract.
I really hope I found that clip, and I really hope it played. Oh my God, wow. But but it's crazy to me to, like, if you are a bad person and you need to be held responsible and accountable for your shitty actions, do so. But the way that it was, like, done in, like, diss tracks with allegedly English. Allegedly. Oh my God, I was supposed to text Alex and tell him what I wanted from Perkins. Holy fuck. Okay. Yeah. Un momento. Anyways, wow, Morgan. Good job. As I was trying to say, distract. There we go. It's crazy to me that all of these alleged credible allegations are just put in diss tracks, and I'm sitting here like, hey, that part of it, why the fuck are we not taking that more seriously? Why the fuck are we not taking that more seriously? You know? Which, speaking of serious, I do want to bring up this last point too before I go into weekly obsessions. Music that I've seen for good. I love the fact that Macklemore put out a track in support of everything going on in, like, Palestine, Gaza, all of that. I really didn't want to, like, here's the thing. I'm just going to say this first and foremost. Am I 100% educated on the situation? No. Do I know everything that's going on and for what particular reason? No. Am I going to claim that I know everything about the situation? No. What I do know is that I fucking hate genocide. I'm going to say it. I fucking hate it. It just absolutely breaks my fucking heart that there are innocent people out there just being fucking just murdered. Mass murder happening. And you know what? If this part of the podcast gets muted or, like, taken down, honestly, like, how the fuck are you guys not caring more about this? You know what I mean? Like, it honestly gets me so frustrated that there are people out there that literally have big platforms and have all these resources. They can literally afford a $75,000 fucking ticket to the goddamn Met Gala, and then they're just ignoring like genocide, starvation, poverty, like fucking the class split is fucking insane. It is more prevalent than ever. And I truly believe that the people in like the elite, quote unquote, or like the rich, they don't give a fuck about literally anybody else but themselves. Here's the thing. You can care about yourself. You can put yourself first, of course, but have fucking common fucking empathy to care about people that are fucking struggling out there. I know that there are going to be people that work harder than others, and I know that people are going to make more money than others. I get that. And whatever, that's a whole other fucking conversation that we can have. But here's the thing. Why the fuck do you have billions and trillions of fucking dollars in your fucking pocket that you spend on this fucking glorified costume party at the fucking Met Gala, $75,000 fucking tickets to the fucking Met Gala, and you're over here just not saying anything about the fucking genocide that is going on, the mass murder that is going on in these countries that are in dire need of help. And you guys are just gonna fucking sweep it under the rug? Be so fucking for real. Why? That makes me so sorry for just the tone switch, but it makes me so fucking angry. Here's the thing. I'm just going to say it up front. If I had billions of dollars, I would be putting all my money towards the right resources to get all those innocent lives the fuck out of those countries and to make sure we put a stop to this genocide, because my God, wow, if I had the resources, I would take care of this issue, no fucking problem. But I don't. The only thing that I can really do is express my concerns and express, hey, why the fuck are we killing innocent people? What the fuck is going on with that shit? What is happening? How did this start? Why did it start? What is it going to take to put an end to this where nobody gets hurt, everybody's happy? Why? How can Billings? Wow, sorry. How can human beings kill other human beings like that? How? What's going on up here? That you just think, oh, it's perfectly okay to just murder fucking innocent people by the masses. Why? It gets me so enraged. And again, there are people out there that are more educated on this topic than I am. There are people that are more educated about this situation than I am. And I am going to keep reposting and supporting and commenting where I can. But what I think is really beautiful is that the fact that people who do care, especially musicians, they are putting out music and proceeds are going towards the right resources to help these people out. And I think that is absolutely beautiful. Macklemore, I think, is like one of the leading examples of this, where he's like, hey, we need to free these people. Like, genocide is wrong. It should be fucking obvious that genocide is absolutely fucking wrong. But some people don't want to say anything. It's been like 8 or 9 months, almost a year of this shit, and nobody's saying anything, which blows my mind. That is one of the small/big things about the situation that are just blowing my fucking mind. Like, he's speaking up. He is donating profits to help these people out, and that is a beautiful thing. And I'm going to switch this back to the topic, because I know that if I talk about the situation more, I really don't think I can dive into it any further in that context. But I truly feel like the way that people are coming together that care, that are supporting this issue through their music, I think it is absolutely beautiful. And I feel like music should be utilized more for that too, like spreading awareness, helping people out, raising funds to help these people out and get them out of there. Like, of course, all human beings matter, but there are times when certain groups of human beings are struggling more than others in that moment in time. And it is honestly like, if I had the resources, then I would do what I can to help these people come back up to a place where we're all like doing okay and we're all at peace and we're not struggling and we're all good. It's like, ugh. And anyways, weekly obsessions. I'm just gonna get into that before I get into that topic more because wow, I am going to get absolutely engulfed in grief and sorrow and everything, all of the above, if I keep talking about it. So I'm just gonna move on simply because I just don't want to get too upset or too heavy or dark for my audience. But weekly obsessions. My weekly obsession. Honestly, I went to this one restaurant with Alex on Saturday night, and they had this appetizer of a baked feta with like a caramelized like honey, like I can't even remember what was all on it, but it was like baked feta, of course, and it had like a caramelized honey like drizzle on it, and it had like all of these special herbs and like this like beautiful crunchy like golden brown crisps of bread. And Alex and I tried it, and I'm like, holy shit, this is the best appetizer I've ever had in my life. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. Fuck, dude. I don't know. It was so good. I think, and honestly, I think another thing is just, again, creating graphics, like seeing what kind of material I can create simply off of, like what I see in the world and just channeling that and be like, okay, what kind of art can I make out of this? What kind of art can I make out of everyday life? And I think that is absolutely stunning. And that is what I'm obsessed with lately too. But speaking of appreciating the world around you and like finding your strengths and using everyday life to create art, I do have a small business of the week shout out to get to. This week's shout out is Enlightened Little Lady. So fun. So, as most of you may know, or as some of you may know, Abigail Picard. I really hope I am pronouncing her name right. Please correct me in the comments if I am not saying your name right. Abby, I'm so sorry. But she was on the podcast before. I think she was on episode 103 of the podcast. So you definitely want to go check that out after this episode. Please don't click off. Please. I love you. But she was on before. So definitely go check her out. Definitely go check out that episode. But a little bit more about her. Abigail birthed the Enlightened Little Lady brand back in 2015, originally as a zero-waste, all-natural brand of cleaning products. She was a frustrated freshman in high school when she decided that instead of waiting for companies to create these safe, all-natural cleaners and cleaning products, she would take it upon herself to create a business that would do exactly that. After years of sitting with the name and lots of life lessons and learning, she has decided that the name Enlightened Little Lady has so much more meaning to Abigail now. It is no longer a zero-waste cleaning product business, nor does she ever really know if it was ever going to be, but is now a safe space for a community of soul-touching, creative, kind, strong, and empowering human beings. She has realized that her true passion comes from connection. She feels alive when truly speaking honestly and with vulnerability, and by doing this, she allows others to feel that they are able to express themselves honestly and vulnerably as well. It is important for Abigail to be able to do and offer what she can to be a support to the people who need it the most. So she is an accountability coach. So essentially, she helps to give you like a gentle reminder or a gentle nudge towards your goals and your dreams. She feels into your energy and lets you know from an outside perspective different ways to empower and uplift your soul to continue chasing after said dreams and goals. She also puts it like this. She's like your bestie you hire weekly to keep you accountable for your goals and a person who you can rely on to check on with you and encourage you to feel supported and loved along your journey. So cool. Fun. She is also a professional tarot reader. You can pull 1 card for free, 3 for 1717 or 1777, 6 for 33.33, and 9 for $77. You can book a reading with Abigail via DM on Instagram, and she offers them in the form of like a private YouTube link to watch in the comfort of your own home at your ease and convenience. Along with this, she also recently dove back into the Let It Out workshop, which is a weekly Zoom call every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time that offers the opportunity to practice breath work, journaling, and reflecting on intentional prompts written in accordance with each week's theme, and to connect with other people who may be struggling or navigating life in similar ways as you. It's a space to come listen to soft music and write your little heart out while also being held and supported by other gentle souls who also join. She's also adding to her one-on-one coaching program, the Enlightened Little Lady Renaissance program, which is what she's hoping to be her new main focus at this time. The Enlightened Little Lady Renaissance program inspires individuals to reignite their passion for their everyday lives. Through this program, you will meet Abigail routinely to speak about and work through the resistance that is holding you back from achieving the lifestyle you dream of. Program English. The program offers various options to personalize the program to fit your individual needs, such as 6 weeks, 2, 3, 4 months, meeting once or twice a week, and having the option to opt in for personalized emails throughout the week. She also has coaching availability from 9 to 5 on Mondays through Fridays and 9 to 12 on Saturdays. On the constructive side of Enlightened Little Lady, Abigail has so much planned for the future. She's currently working on producing her podcast of the same name, which she is absolutely stoked for, as well as releasing a sister workshop to the Let It Out workshop. And she's also creating an in-person event that would occur weekly on Sundays at this beautiful park in Massachusetts. There's a lot of big stuff coming and a lot of exciting things to look forward to. So you definitely want to keep tabs on Abby and all that she and the Enlightened Little Lady has to offer. So you can find her primarily on Instagram at Enlightened Little Lady. So that is ENLIGHTTENEDLITTLELADY. Wow, that was fucking beautiful spelling, Morgan. Thank you. Wow, good job, Morgan. I don't have to embarrass myself with my lack of knowing how to fucking spell shit. As well as TikTok, which is also Enlightened Little Lady, just like I spelled it before, because there's no fucking way I'm going to be able to do it twice. So just whatever I just said fucking before, that's what I said for TikTok too. Thank you. But for a serious business inquiries, you can also email her at abigailxpitcard@gmail.com. So it is ABIGAILXPICHARD@gmail.com. So you definitely want to go check her out. And while you're at it, check me out. For a change. Why fucking not, you know? My official website is at nointernalmonologue.com. My official merchandise collaboration with Scorpio Cove is at scorpiocove.com. There's like a little tab for it. There is t-shirts, crew necks, 8x10 prints, stickers. The t-shirts are in 3 different colors: white, blue, baby blue, and black. And the crew necks are in 3 different colors as well, which it used to be 2, but now there's 3: white, blue, and a mystery new color. So you definitely want to go check that out to see what the color is. I also have my Disrupt Magazine article. No Internal Monologue is the hottest podcast you should be listening to right now. So definitely go check out that article. If you want to know more about the show, it's pretty relevant to this day. My podcast Instagram, No Internal Monologue _podcast. TikTok at No Internal Monologue, like I mentioned earlier. Twitter or X. Twitter is NOINT_monologue. Let's see, my personals. If you want to follow my personals, go right the fuck ahead. It is, my Instagram is KINDA_MORGANN. TikTok is MORGAN_LEIGH99. I really don't post much on those, but like if you want like cool like thirst traps on my Instagram, or if you want like shit posts on my TikTok, go follow those. My Spotify playlist, what I'm working on listening to, will be linked down below, as well as my Spotify page, my Apple Podcast page, my YouTube page will be linked down below, all in the respectable platforms. I wish my mouth would like slow the fuck down so my brain could catch up. Anyways, but thank you for listening this far. I appreciate you. Especially if this was like a shorter episode where like it was just kind of more of like a ranty episode where like some of it really didn't make the most up sense, but you know, whatever. If you listen this far, here's a couple of gifts. Don't forget to book a beauty service appointment with Cosmo by Kenna. Tell her Morgan, hello, hi, me, from No Internal Monologue sent you her way. You will get a 10% off referral discount if you do from the best cosmetologist around. So go check that out. And down below in the description, use the link to receive 15% off your entire order as a first-time customer at Sweary Carry Designs. So go check out that link down below in the description if you want to check that out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is a little bit shorter of an episode. I apologize for those like my longer form content with guests. I'll be sure to bring on more guests. I do have a few planned, hint, hint, wink, wink, which I did not wink there at all. I literally went wink, but but yeah, I will. I do have more fun content coming soon, so definitely keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I am gonna go scarf my face with food and cuddle my cats and edit this podcast. So fun, happy, fun times. Cannot wait to see you soon, hopefully next week. But if not, then soon enough, you will be able to catch me. And with that, yeah, fucking toodaloo, buckaroos. I'm gonna do like the Nardwar thing, like do doodaloo doo. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be able to keep up that bit for too long. But anyways, toodaloo, buckaroos. Bye.